Good morning, kiddos. Seems like I'm here this morning cleaning up a mess. I'll probably sit when you watch this video, probably going to sit there and laugh, say, Mr. Nelson, he's cleaning up our mess. And I don't mind. I don't mind cleaning up after your mess at all like this. How do you feel about yourself? Probably didn't bother you? Nah, probably don't ever. This is probably like a meme or something, or TikTok video. You just sit here and laugh at Mr. Nelson going through all these magnets and separating these things and cleaning them up for you. You got to laugh at Mr. Nelson. No, not really. One, I kind of like doing this kind of stuff because it helps with stress. Something simple, doesn't take a whole lot of manpower to go through. But this is probably not a good practice to do to somebody, especially when you get out there in a career or a job and you leave it for your coworkers to clean up after you. Sometimes that gets back to the boss or other people that don't want to tell on you and don't get you in trouble. They may boast it to you personally, or they'll just cry. You know, I mean, it's easier to do something as you go than to wait until later on to clean up after you. So that's why I'm not going to wait for you to clean it up, because I know that I'm going to have enough stuff to do and that you probably won't clean it up. So I'm just going to do it myself. And maybe I do this video so you can see that there are people that clean up after themselves, which I'm probably a minority in that situation. I don't know what y'all do at home, so you may clean up after yourself at home, but here you just leave it for someone else, which in this case left it for me to clean up for you. Back in the day, that would mean you would be in debt to me, but debt today is not the same as it was when I was a kid. Because when I was growing up, you helped each other. You know, when you see someone in need, you get up and you go help them. Nowadays, you have a reason. Why should I help this person? Or why should I do that? Not simply because they're human and they need help. These days, you got to have a reason. Like, are you going to pay me? Well, you know, there's more to life than just making money, even though we talk about making money and trying to sell it to you that way, but it makes you feel good inside when you do something. One of my proudest moments was I wanted to take my children and show them, you know, how to help in their community, you know, and we were flooding and they needed people to make sandbags so they could take to their house to prevent the water from getting into their homes. My little girl, Stephanie, while I was doing it, and my son was there, and my little girl smiled real big, and she said, "Look at my daddy, he's helping people." I felt 10 foot tall. Not because, you know, she was trying to draw attention to me, it's because my daughter was proud of me. And that was one of the biggest highs, besides them telling me for the first time, calling me daddy for the first time, or saying I love you, daddy, for the first time. But she was proud of her dad. And that was awesome. I'll never forget it. At least I hope I never forget it. So proud of her. I mean, they all chose their paths. They're grown and got their own paths. I might not like it a whole lot, but I'm very proud of them. Not perfect. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But as people, I'm very proud of them. They like to help people. They like to support people. And that's great. Right? By no means perfect. And you're saying, well, these are just stupid magnets. If you don't take care of the little things, you're not going to take care of the big things. This is a practice. Should be a practice to show you who you are, what kind of person you are. And what you do when no one's around is truly, for most people, is their character or who they truly are. So when no one's around, do you clean your room or clean up after yourself? Or do you deliberately try to forget it or not think about it so someone else will come behind you and take care of it for you? I don't like leaving something for someone else to clean up. When I worked, I made sure I cleaned myself up, and I even helped people clean up their position. I even did it without them knowing. I wasn't doing it for their response. I was doing it because I wanted to be a better person. Am I perfect? No, I've done bad things. I've made mistakes. I was mean. I've been mean before. I mean, we all have that monster in us. And if we allow that monster to come out, then the evil in this world wins. Well, I don't want to be evil. I want to help people. I'm evil enough without having to add to it. I do wrong things sometimes. Well, I don't want to add to it. Not on purpose. And making this video probably just for my benefit. My ears probably won't show you the video. I don't even know why I'm doing it, to be honest with you, because a lot of you will brush it off and say, Mr. Nelson is just going through one of his gripe sessions, I guess you call it. If I can teach you anything, I care about you. And I'm telling you right now, life would be much easier if you do the right thing. And what's the right thing? Does anyone know what the right thing is anymore? Well, to me, the right thing is doing your part. What's your part? Helping others. Treat people better than you treat yourself. Respect. Doing things without having to be asked to do things. Did you know if you do one thing at a time and you do it well, you can accomplish a lot. You can achieve a goal. Like right now, my goal is to clean this up and separate all these things. Why do I separate them? Well, it's just a practice. I mean, I could just throw them in like that, but I want to challenge myself. I want to challenge myself to the point that I can get better. And that's what I'm doing. This is not just to teach you something, but it's also to help me personally. Because I want to keep in practice. If you don't keep in practice, laziness will set in. And I'm not saying you're lazy, but laziness is like a virus. If you don't do something about it, or if you don't take care of it, it's just going to grow and grow and grow and take over. And someday you may wake up and say, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. And then you can overcome it. But it's easier to deal with a virus if you take care of it as soon as it starts to flare up. or at least try to. Do you win all the time? No. You're going to find out in life you don't win all the battles. Even when you're right, you still lose sometimes. Or at least you think you're right. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But sometimes our feelings get into it. And we can't see past the feelings. Hopefully, you can see one step at a time. This kind of reminds me of my grandpa, and he was a farmer, and he had peas and corn and things like that. I used to sit there with him and talk with him. Those are the greatest moments I had with my grandpa, is being able to sit there and help him shuck peas and talk. He would tell me stories and stuff like that. I loved it. These moments here can have great impacts on your life. You see your grandma, your dad, or your mom doing something and they're struggling, and you go over and help them, you might get to know them. Instead of trying your best to avoid them and get away from them so you can do whatever you want to do, to get away with things that are wrong, why would a parent correct you if they truly love you? Why would they correct you about something? Would it be because they don't like you and they're picking on you? No. They're doing it because they know what you're doing is not going to have a good outcome. They've already learned that. And they're trying to prevent you from having a wreck. But being young, y'all think y'all know it all. You think you're Superman or Superwoman or super person. And you know more than everybody else. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to find out someday that leaving messes, treating people wrong, being unethical, are not going to get the results you're wanting. Actually, you're going to struggle. You're going to have problems. You're going to struggle even without those behaviors. But you're going to even struggle even more with those behaviors. You're going to wonder why people don't like you, or you're going to wonder why people are treating you the way they are, or talking behind your back. You're going to wonder that. And it's going to be something simple as just maybe you need to look within and seeing how you're behaving. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's easier to go ahead and try to divert this type of behavior now while you're young than to try to do it when you're older, and because sometimes you'll get to the point that you don't even realize that's what you're doing, but you're going to think the world hates you because because they're always mad at you. So, and it's a wonder what sometimes when you clean up a mess, the things that you can find. And anyone watching this video, if they lost their Air Patrol insignia, just come see me. And I'll have it in my desk drawer. Hopefully you enjoyed listen to my little speech. You can watch it and listen to it. But I'm going to tell you right now, a little effort, a little patience, you can accomplish a lot. Y'all have a blessed day.